this, but for that. And so we advise everybody in that whole strip in Pickens County to be in a safe place. Let's go to Internet 1. Let me just show you on radar scope what we're looking at. That's the broad circulation. That's the tight circulation. This is near Gordo. That's the circulation that is below Carrollton. And the warning is for that one. And but we'll keep an eye on this. That's just a big mesocyclone that's passing over Gordo right now. But this is the part of the storm that might produce a tornado back in through here. We have been fortunate. We have not heard of any damage. But again, we remind everybody this is a sparsely populated part of the United States. There's just not a lot of people that live out here. And we don't get a lot of reports until these hit the more densely populated areas. And we, so far so good. But again, with the advent of social media, we get a lot of reports here. One of the things I do, if you notice what I do on Twitter, and a lot of TV people don't get it, you want followers, and that's great, but you've got to follow people back. And I follow every human being back that follows me. So I get a volume of reports on Twitter and Facebook that's just invaluable. So we have not seen any damage so far, and that's a good thing. But again, that is a very dangerous signature. So that is what could be a tornado that's passing a little south of Carrollton. I know that Carrollton, we told you earlier to go to a safe place. We want you to stay there because of the second circulation. And as that clears the county, we can clear things out here. But let's go back to the main radar, the graphic system. And
James, I want to mention to you that on radar scope, you've got one on Columbus, and that one is showing the best couplet. But on BMX, the Birmingham Doppler radar, it's also showing a good couplet.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a better presentation off of Columbus, which is not surprising because I think Columbus is actually closer to that storm. But that's confirmation from two different radars, James.
Yeah, and normally when you look at it from two different angles like that's a good sign that there's something there. So, again, this is the polygon warning, that red polygon here, and again, that's the Tuscaloosa Pickens County. New tornado warning. Let's go down and see this one. This is going to be for Greene and Sumter. All right, this is for another storm coming out of eastern Mississippi. We have a new tornado warning in effect for northern Sumter, northern Greene. This is all north of Interstate 5920. All right, some of the communities involved in this thing, and let's take the data off one more minute. Let me see if I don't think this clips Utah. Okay, it barely does. Union, Knoxville, Utah, Pleasant Ridge, West Greene, Gainesville, Emell, Geiger. If you live in any of those places just called out or close to them, go ahead and go to a safe place. I know. It is the middle of the night. It's 2:24. It's almost like lunacy where you got to go get the kids up and you put them in the hall or the bathtub or something. We'll all sit back and laugh at it. But again, I'm just telling you that this is just the thing you want to do to be sure that everybody's safe. You can all go back and laugh at it and make waffles and swap Manly stories tomorrow morning, but you've got to do the right thing right now. So again, we encourage everybody in northern Sumter and northern Greene to be in a safe place. This does not include Bolaji, does not include Forkland, but it does include the city limits of Utah and points north. And again, it does not include any part of Tuscaloosa County yet, which is good. So let's go back and look at the radar, and I'll show you why. Let's go to Internet 1. And that's the circulation prompting the warning, okay? This is a storm that has good circulation near Scuba, Mississippi, and that's going to be coming out across northern Sumter into Greene, all right? So everybody, now again, this does not include York or Livingston. Around the campus of the University of West Alabama, no issues there, okay? But this does include northern Sumter, Geiger, Emell, and then over into northern Greene. So that's our latest warning there. So I wanted to show you that. Let's go back to our graphic system. Ashley B. just walked in.
What's going on?
Does that mean I can go home now?
No. You can check out, but you can never leave. It's hot in here. It is hot in here.
Okay.
All right, let's go back to the northern part. We'll do the silliness later. Now let's put the radar data back on here.
Okay.
All right, and again, we want to stress, and again, see that notch. I'm telling you, this thing is, this is spinning like a top, but it's just broad. So there's no tornado warning, but we've got this lead storm coming up. This Highway 171, all right, that's, Moores Bridge in Brownville. That's US 43, and that's Samantha. And this is a broad circulation.
Got another one back here.
And this is going to be coming right up through northern Tuscaloosa County. It is a severe thunderstorm warning. No part of Tuscaloosa County is under a tornado warning right now. Back in the back, this second circulation back here, that's actually been a lot tighter on the velocity products, and that is the reason that there's a warning in through here. And again, that's going to be coming right on up the tube as well. So that's the setup here. And let's go back to Internet 1, and here's the deal. And again, those are the two circulations, and again, this data lags a little bit. That's the reason there's a tornado warning. This is the broad circulation. This broad circulation is about to move over to Tuscaloosa County. The tighter circulation is coming up toward Gordo. So this is the same deal. Give this about 15 more minutes so we can get Pickens County in all clear, but it's going to take a little bit of time here. And again, with that southern storm, we got to watch that one too. So let's go back to the graphics. 227, by the way, if you're just watching this, I'm James Spann with Ashley Brand and Brian Peters in the Weather Center. We've got John Brown is out in the field, and really haven't checked John's status in a while. And I don't know if John is on the air or not, but John was up in Marion County. He's one of our ace sky watchers, as most of you know, longtime viewers here know that John has done some amazing things for us. And again, here he is in the middle of the night providing a live stream. And he does that out of having a servant's heart, which is great. He's not in it for fame or glory, just doing it to try and make the warning process better. I think John is offline right now. But again, we are watching a line of severe storms over west, central, and North Alabama. Now, for those of you on the northern end of this, the weather's pretty rotten, okay? If you're in Faulkville, if you're in Eva, if you're in West Point, if you're in Smith Lake, especially the northern part of Smith Lake, if you're down here, around Poplar Springs, Carbon Hill, Berry, the weather is bad, but it's not severe, okay? These severe weather issues begin down below that. And if you watched our Peg the Geek Meter segment, you saw the STP values were kind of maxed out in here. And sure enough, we have some issues. So let's take a closer look at this as we get down in here, and we'll check the Pickens County storm again, Brian. This is the one that, and it's kind of an interesting storm here. Let's go back to Birmingham. We're going to kind of focus on Birmingham right now, and that we're getting a bit closer. Goodness, look at the lightning.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Wow.
Yeah. Isn't that amazing?
Wow. But anyway, this is showing broad rotation right here. This thing came across Gordo, and this is this broad rotation that is now in northwest Tuscaloosa. There's no tornado warning, and I think that's a great call. You don't need a tornado warning there. A severe thunderstorm warning is the right call. Lightning is just nonstop. But this will affect the Highway 171 corridor, US 43, Highway 69. Back here in the back, this thing has been the tight circulation the whole time. And again, that's going to want to come down Highway 86 toward from Carrollton over here toward Gordo. So again, right now, the call to action, anybody in Pickens County, Carrollton to Gordo, you want to be in a safe place. That is the part of the storm that is showing the sign of circulation back in through there. And let me scan the Weather Service chats, and don't see any...
Nothing new.
Nothing new. So they're going to keep the warning for Pickens until 2:45. That's the northern one here. The southern one for Greene and Sumter is until 3:15. And that is for a storm that's approaching West Greene, Gainesville, along the Tombigbee River. But again, that's the city of Tuscaloosa. That is a severe thunderstorm warning up here for North Tuscaloosa County. Does not include Tuscaloosa and maybe a sliver of Northport up here, but the northern part of the lake. That's a tornado warning for Pickens. And again, that's the tornado warning for northern Greene. Let's expand this thing out. Again, let's blow it out some more. You can see we have 1, 2, 3 circulations, okay? We've got the one near Meridian. We've got the one that is located over northern Sumter and Greene, the third over Pickens. And we note now the Weather Service in Huntsville, and this is out of our domain up television market, they posted a tornado warning for parts of Jackson, Madison, and Marshall counties. That was for a tornado that was northwest of Gunnersville. And again, that's not in our DMA, but they're just for folks that have an interest in that. And they got some flooding issues up there. Madison County Sheriff's is reporting Nance Road and Capshaw Road impassable because of high water. They've had a lot of water up there in the Tennessee valleys. So it is messy over a pretty large chunk of the state this evening.
And when you look at the...
here's a tornado warning for Tuscaloosa County. All right, now this is where, let's zoom into this and show the polygon. This is where a lot of things are going to happen. A lot of people are about to wake up, all right? We'll zoom into Tuscaloosa County, and there it is. You saw it pop on there. I wanted to show you exactly who's in and who's out, all right? And here's the problem. This is why I love these, I'm about to bring my phone out, don't have it with me, the smartphone apps, because it knows where you are based on GPS. If you're in that red zone, you get the warning, and if you're not, you don't. With the weather radio and the sirens, they're county-based. So right now, everybody in Tuscaloosa, they're hearing the sirens, but this tornado warning does not include the city of Tuscaloosa. Again, let me repeat, the tornado warning does not include the city of Tuscaloosa. For most of Northport, it doesn't. It includes this part of the county, and I'd say right about Tuscaloosa County High School. That's the southern extent of this at County High. And on the northern end, it's about Northside High School. So if you look at 43 here, you got County High and Northside, and everybody in between, that's where you're under a warning. And this will include the people around the northern part of Lake Tuscaloosa. This will include places like Wyndham Springs, Brownville, and Moores Bridge up here on Highway 171. And that is for this circulation that is coming out of Pickens County. So again, if you are listening in Vance or Coling or Cottondale or Duncanville, this is not close to you. If you're in the city of Tuscaloosa, the University of Alabama campus, you're not involved. This is for those north of there. We're talking folks in the northern fringe of Northport on up toward Lake Tuscaloosa in the red zone. So let's put the radar data back on here. And the one thing about this thing, it is very, very loud. The lightning output is just tremendous. Just incredible. What we've got two distinct circulations on this, but I just want to show you the big picture first off. Tremendous lightning output, and if you live in Tuscaloosa, you look north, you can see that. But we've got broad circulation here and a tighter circulation back in the back, and really, there's still warning for this second circulation back here. It's the tighter circulation that is really near Gordo. And coming out of Gordo and Pickens County, that'll be coming up through northern Tuscaloosa County. Let's go to Internet 1. And again, for those of you just watching us now, this is a different source. All right, this is showing two circulations. This is the broad circulation that's over North Tuscaloosa County. This is the tighter one, and that's the reason for the warning. That's the one near Gordo, this over North Tuscaloosa County. This is the one that we've been concerned about all along, although this one you have to watch. That thing is spinning like a top, but it's a mesocyclone. It's not down in the low levels. So that's the first circulation that's already come up through North Tuscaloosa County. That's the one that's prompted the warning. So let's go back to the radar, and let's look at the Skycam, man. We have a Skycam operator now. This is downtown Tuscaloosa, and you know the thing that'll just blow you away. This is January 23rd. It's 70 degrees at 2:34, and the dew point is 65. That is a very ripe, volatile combination. The peak wind gust is 34, that's a gradient wind. That's not a thunderstorm wind. There's been no thunderstorms around there, and that's since midnight. That's over the past 2.5 hours. And we've had power outages because of the gradient wind, but we're looking north. You can see down below the Hugh Thomas Bridge, we're looking over toward Northport. And let's pan a little bit to the left there, Ashley B.
It's going to take a little bit of time. This refresh rate's gone pretty slow the last few days.
And that is just, and again, I don't expect to see a wall cloud or a tornado in this shot. You're just not going to see anything. You know, this is not going to be a night to go out and look for stuff. It makes no sense. You better be really good at what you do to see anything other than low clouds and a lot of rain and some lightning flashes like that. But again, this is the camera from the top of the Tuscaloosa County Courthouse, and we have watched history through that camera. One of the most horrific moments on live television in this state came April 27th of last year when that camera was pointed south and west, and we showed that EF4 coming up. You know, I look back on that, and I will always think that John Olshu was one of the great unsung heroes for getting that live stream of that thing down there at Ralph, which enabled us to show it before it got within range of that camera. But again, that's the same camera, and again, nothing like that tonight. Please understand, this is nothing like April 27th. A lot of new folks have joined us, and just be aware of that fact. But let's go back to the graphics system. And there we go. Lightning is almost non-stop. And just to explain the situation, the city of Tuscaloosa is not in a tornado warning. You're not. The University of Alabama is not. Take comfort in that. The rotation is north of there. And again, you can see that the polygon here runs from about Tuscaloosa County High to Northside High, if you know where those schools are. And then it fans on out to the Jefferson-Walker County line over here. And you got Wyndham Springs. Our 2,000-foot transmitter is here. I told our chief engineer to go on generator power at 9 o'clock last night, so we're good to go.
Good call.
We got generators at, you know, all the transmitter plants, but it's one of the tallest man-made structures in the world right here. But that's all moving north of the city of Tuscaloosa, and there were two distinct circulations back in through there. Let's go back to the Internet 1.
I hope we're well grounded too, James.
Yeah, really. No kidding. Circulation 1, circulation 2. They're both, this one's gotten tighter. Circulation 1, this is now in Tuscaloosa County, and that is in the process of moving a little north of US 82, all right? US 82 is about right here, and again, that's kind of the southern boundary of this polygon right here. This circulation is going to pass a little north of Coker. We got one of our prime sky watchers in Coker, Ronald Hughes, and another great sky watcher is in Coling, and he's also able to listen to law enforcement traffic, and he reports that Tuscaloosa County Fire Radio is quiet for now, which is always good. One of the first signs of trouble is when the radio traffic really begins to increase, and again, at this point, the traffic is quiet. So again, that's the situation here.
But the velocity couplet has tightened dramatically.
Oh yeah, right here, you bet. They both look pretty good. Circulation 1, circulation 2, coming right up north of Tuscaloosa. The city of Tuscaloosa right down here. That's the edge of the polygon right here, okay? There's your polygon fan. And again, Pickens County and northern Tuscaloosa County continue under tornado warnings. And you've heard us call out these cities a lot tonight, but again, even for a while longer, if you're in Gordo, stay in your safe place for a while longer. And understand, this is not the only thing going on here. We need to go down and show this other circulation. Goodness, that thing came right over Geiger. And you know, Geiger got hit April 15th of last year. That was the forgotten tornado day. Yeah. After April 27th, you know, everybody forgot about April 15th. This little town was just taken out by a really bad tornado, and that circulation came right over the top of Geiger. It's going well to the north of Emel. I called it Emel earlier. I'll clearly give Emel an all clear here, and I think I can give Gainesville an all clear. Gainesville is outside the polygon right here, came right over Geiger. This is the Tom Bigby River, and that's going to be crossing over into Greene County, and next in line is the community of Union in northern Greene County. So again, this is a tornado warning for northern Sumter and northern Greene. A tornado is possibly down, and now a little east of Geiger. It'll be coming out toward West Greene, Hebron, and Union. If you're in northern Greene County, north of Utah, you want to be in a safe place. I just tell you that the city of Utah will not be bothered by this one. If you're in the city limits of Utah, this circulation is going to pass north of you. But again, goodness, look at this. You know, the Tuscaloosa County circulation is very, very tight right now.
Very tight.
So understand that that's a problem. Let's go back to the graphics system, and again, we'll show you a better display of this. We're bouncing back and forth between the two. But there's your warnings. Let's take the lightning off, put the radar data back on. And this is coming from the Birmingham NextRad. And again, you see this notch? That's the lead circulation right now. And I would suggest that circulation is coming basically across US 43 right now. It's crossed over Highway 171. It's crossing over US 43 up on the northern end of Lake Tuscaloosa. So this is a call for everybody up there in the northern end of the lake. You should have been in your safe place when the warning was issued. But don't forget, we have the second circulation.